This quickly. All right. Sweet, and we are live. Okay, so welcome everyone to another week of Pokey Talks. As far as it goes today, as kind of seen in the title, we're going to be kind of discussing a little bit of the information in regards to Pokemon updates with product delays, product reprints, and also how this is going to kind of play effect onto the market and just the drama I think that's really going to come with that. So for starters, this kind of ties into actually everything going on with the delays. I got word from my distributor basically that I was going to have my second wave of battle styles pushed back from April to mid-May. You guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's kind of been talked about from other places. I know Safari Zone gave a notification about it. Some people I follow on social media kind of posted about it. But yeah, that kind of got pushed back. April's, I don't own the product, but April's tins got pushed back to mid-May, like the special collection tins. There was a There's a Vivid Voltage restock that was supposed to hit sometime later this April. That got pushed back. The collector's chest was mid-May and now it's pushed back to mid-June. And so basically what we're kind of just seeing is just kind of more delays that are just kind of coming on into the market. So I apologize for that. Obviously, I wish there was more I can do, but this is really all on Pokemon. So it's kind of one of these things where we just got to sit in our hands and wait and then hope things change soon. But outside of that, it's still reassuring that we know that there's going to be Vivid Voltage reprints. I haven't gotten anything from my distributor yet on if I'm going to be getting any. So I'll definitely keep people posted, and I'll try to keep it as affordable to market value as possible, and hopefully the price will actually go down off of it and people will have the opportunity to buy in cheaper. So because that would be sweet. Outside of that though, Pokemart USA, we might have to push back on the Shining Fates break. A couple reasons why. One, for me personally, I had some family things come up that I might have to attend to on that date. But second, and more of the reason why, is because, I've talked to a lot of the people in the Discord kind of about this, and as far as it goes with the Shining Fates product, the value of the cards have gone down, the hype has kind of gone down, and it's one of these things where we haven't had as many people hop in as we thought, and so we're thinking about kind of postponing it until further notice, but wait for that announcement to be sent via email before anything. And we might just start posting it up on the website as just individual product to buy, but we haven't decided that yet. But outside of that, as far as it goes, mystery boxes have been successful. I've been getting a lot of good feedback from that, so thank you guys for buying into those mystery boxes. And then as far as product goes as well, I might be putting up some Battle Styles 3-pack like special blisters. I just got a call from my distributor saying I'm going to get some, so depending upon how much I get, we'll see how much I put on the website, because I also want to add those to the mystery boxes as well. And then as far as it goes, another interesting thing, this is correlated to kind of us as Pokemart. So prior to our sales with distributors, basically how things would work is we would contact our distributor and or go onto the website, and it would give us an option to purchase like as many products as we want, and then they would say you got approved for this much, yada yada yada, right? Well, now, since there's such a high demand, they've started to redo it where basically based on your prior sales volume, you're going to be set in a specific allocation within a month of when the product is released. So basically, I don't know what that means as far as how much I'm going to get. I should be, assuming my sales rep kind of knows me right, I should be getting around, at least 100 plus boosters. But I couldn't tell you. So, and it's one of these things that's kind of frustrating because as we've started to grow as a business, we've started to have more sales volume, because we're having more of the booster boxes sell. But the biggest problem is it's hard to get product from distributors, especially when they're limiting you, and so it makes it so that your growth is very stagnant. So we're trying to address that by finding other ways to purchase products. So yeah, it's been kind of tough, but outside of that, it still is not going to affect the fact of the matter that I've talked about this before. I've talked about it in the Discord, and I'll make an email announcement about it. But basically, for Chilling Reigns, we're going to be posting it in 2 waves. And so the first wave, it's going to be $99 a box. And I've come out and said that purely because I wanted to make sure that people had the opportunity to buy in cheap while they can. Because obviously it's been so hard to be able to access product at such cheap prices because the market value of these cards has gone up so drastically. And so for that reason, we started off as a company that basically based all of our success off of community growth by offering great discounted prices. And now we've been able to flourish because we've been able to charge market prices, because below market prices predominantly, I would say, because just times are going well. So for that reason, I still would like to make the first wave always be like a giving back to the community. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to put it at slightly below market value, and then for those people that are in our Discord, they'll get the code first. We'll get a code that makes the price go down to $99, and then we'll send out that same code. If it doesn't sell out on the Discord, it'll be limited to 1 per customer. Then we'll post it through email. So what we're going to initially do is we're going to announce on the email that, hey, join our Discord. We're going to be posting a coupon code that's going to give you that. If you want to join the Discord, you can get access to it. So it's kind of an incentive-based structure, basically. For those people already part of our awesome Discord community, we've actually been able to grow pretty rapidly. We've already gained 50% more people in it within the past couple of weeks. So that's actually pretty exciting. And so we want to be able to continue the growth. Because I think the way in which I'm trying to structure Pokemart is I want it to be a community. Kind of like a lot of these other streamers, you know what I mean? I want this to be something where we have people that are interested in Pokemon actively talking about it, but they can also have their questions answered as well, as if they're talking on a website, or if they're talking in one of those website chat bubbles, or if they're sending me an email. So that's kind of just the way in which I'm wanting to do this. And so it allows people to talk to other people that love Pokemon. They get access to special deals through the Discord, and also get to ask for any questions or make suggestions based on what they think could help improve the website. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to say that. And so next, as far as it goes, let's see, Chilling Reign, really good to hear about Vivid Voltage. Obviously, we've been kind of pushed back on a lot of things. One thing that I will talk about very briefly, I don't want to talk about it a ton, but it's still interesting to talk about because it is news. There was recent reports that someone had bought a booster case, first edition, for $2.2 million or above $2 million, which broke Jake Paul's record. I think that is just kind of a sign that the market's not really slowing down anytime soon as far as it goes. And we've already talked about this from a macroeconomics perspective, but with the stimulus checks and everything going on, the demand is still there and prices are still being driven up. One thing that has been kind of nice to see is, a lot of the modern set card values have either kind of stayed stagnant, gone down if they're still being printed, or they've kind of flattened, but that allows people to have the opportunity to buy in and still collect the actual card for their sets that they want. So that's actually pretty exciting. Sorry about that. So I'm definitely hoping that with the new reprint for Vivid Voltage, that's going to play a huge factor into basically more people being able to collect the set because it is such a cool set. Um, but yeah, and then outside of that, for those people who don't know, there is a new set in Japan. I know it's been briefly talked about, but basically, Japan's April set, they just announced some of the product that they're going to be posting on. I think it'll come out sometime next week. I'm not 100% certain. We can check that right now. But basically, just so that people can understand what I'm talking about and I'm not just spewing words out. So if we go to the second monitor here, Japan basically revealed a lot of the cards for Jack Black Spirit that are going to be introduced in the new set. I think the new set comes out sometime next week. Don't quote me on that. Whoopsie, this isn't the right one. Here we go. Here it is. Silver Lance and Jet Black Spirit. That's what it's called. So here's the card list. So as we can see, we have... I can't even tell you. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with Sword and Name Shield Pokemon. But we have a VMAX variation of this. A V Leopard. Or Leopard, depending upon how you want to pronounce that. We've got a Celebi VMAX, which is pretty sweet. We've got a Metagross VMAX and a Blissey V, which I think those are going to be the coolest three in my personal opinion. I'll be interested to see what the secret rares are. Obviously, we have the VMAX of these, and we'll see how that's going to affect the overall price of Japanese cards, because recently speaking, these are actually pretty cool as far as the alternate arts go. But I think that with everything going on, with it being so hard to get product, a lot of people have really started to go to Japan, which honestly I think that's kind of good, if anything, because although, don't get me wrong, like English is nice and I really enjoy English because I am native English speaker, and you know, that's kind of what my country sells in America. It's one of these things where Japanese cards are obviously, like, Pokemon is Japanese, and for that reason a lot of the cards are printed in a lot better quality. You're able to get access to product specials that are a lot better. Actually, I want to throw this back up on the page. Here, I'm just going to get rid of my face for a second so you can see this above. But look at this. These are some of the special things you can get from the sets and boxes. I think this is beautiful. Honestly, I think this stuff is so cool. But yeah, these are the supplies, which, wow, these are so cool looking. I love the Blissey back cases in the Pikachu Adventure. Wow, that's so cool. Is that a Lugia Pokemon? Wow, look at that. See, that's so cool to me. Oh, the Mew card backs? Oh yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, oh, it's a Mad Party. That's so cool. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about that, to say the least. So I think that'll be really good as far as it goes for people trying to get access to product. Obviously, you know, market value, since the set's coming out fairly soon, is going to be pretty expensive. But in all honesty, you're still able to get the product at a relatively good price, in my personal opinion. But yeah, no. So as far as it goes, that's kind of all really there is to talk about today. I've been kind of keeping these segments on the shorter, kind of just giving news updates. What I think I want to do for next Friday is I'm going to come up with a topic that I know people are going to want me to talk about. Everyone always likes it when I talk about the economics of basically everything going on, like how to start your own Pokemon business was a really popular one of mine. The macroeconomic ramifications based on how base set is going to affect the market. So like long-term kind of things from an investment perspective. So I'll be able to touch base more on that on Friday, but I kind of wanted to just get this kind of stuff out of the way. And really focus in on some of the issues with the reprints that have been going on, and just the overall poor quality because of everything being rushed, and we're just waiting to get more places that are going to be printing for the Pokemon company. So, but